Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Kitchen Court Cases, where we watch court in my kitchen. And today we have yet another case from Judge Webster in Texas. A little bit unusual, but the parents agree, which is fabulous. I hope you enjoy.
This court's going to call cause number 62739. This is in the 88th District Court of Hardin County, Texas, and it's in the interest of Cole and Corbin Carroll. All parties and any other witnesses, please raise your right hands. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. You can both put your hands down. All right. Ms. Brown-Zito, this appears to be a suit that you filed back in September of 2021.
Yes, Your Honor. And I think there was an attorney on the case on this one, and it's no longer, I'm not sure if this is that case I had.
I don't have an answer filed. Or do I?
There is an answer filed by Ms. Jones.
Right, but I mean, I'm sorry. There's not an answer filed by an attorney, is there? No. I don't have an answer filed. Has an attorney made an appearance on this case?
I could be confused with the case.
I don't have an appearance and I don't have an answer. Mr. Carroll, did you hire an attorney in this case?
No, sir, I didn't actually.
Oh, he's not served.
I'm sorry?
He's not served. That's what's taken.
Hold on. So you filed a motion for substituted service and that was never executed?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, that changes things a little bit. All right. Mr. Carroll, this is a lawsuit like any other lawsuit in the state, okay? And you're a party, a necessary party to that lawsuit due to the fact that it's revolving your two children, Cole and Corbin. Are you following me so far?
Yes, sir.
All right, like any lawsuit, you're entitled to know what that lawsuit's about, which means somebody's supposed to come to your house or come to where you work and give you a copy of that lawsuit so you can read it and see it. You follow me so far?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My court file indicates that that has not happened. No one has come to your house and served you, and no one's been to your house to put that service on your door like it was authorized. You with me so far?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Carroll, you have a right to that service. It's absolutely necessary in any lawsuit. You could say, Judge, I'm requiring that the state of Texas send somebody to my house and give me those papers. That's called due process. Okay?
Okay.
Or you could say, no, Judge, I know what this lawsuit's about. I know it's about my two boys, and I'm ready to go forward today, even though I don't have the paperwork. You understand that those are your two options today?
Yes, sir. And
Do you want me to?
I'm ready.
You ready to go forward today?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, for the record, Mr. Carroll, do you accept that this is your appearance today in my courtroom and you are ready to go forward in regards to the issues of conservatorship, visitation, child support, medical support, retroactive child support?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll call you first witness, Ms. Brown-Zito.
Your Honor, I've seen that we only sent one. I only sent one AOP. I am sending that on right now as we speak.
Well, you know, go ahead. I see that. Who'd we lose? We just lost the mother. Okay. Hold on, Mr. Carroll. Let's see if Miss Jones reconnects. Actually, to be honest with you, Ms. Brown-Zito, you didn't send me any of the acknowledgement turning me on this case. There it goes. All right. So now you're settled. All right. So now your video's off. So you should be okay. I should be able to hear you okay now. All right.
Okay.
All right. And your case has been called, Ms. Brown-Zito. You can call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor, and I have sent the other AOP as well.
We're not gonna wait on them. You just
Thank you, Your Honor.
go forward on your case.
Your Honor, at this time I would call Ms. Jones. Will you please state your name?
Harley Jones.
And you are the mother of Cole Carroll and Corbin Carroll, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are they?
4 and 5.
And do they live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you live in Hardin County?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is their father?
Freddie Carroll.
At the time of Corbin's birth, did you and Mr. Carroll sign paperwork saying he is the father?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, at the time of Cole's birth, did you and Mr. Carroll sign paperwork saying that he is the father?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, I would offer the acknowledgements of.
I don't have them, so you can't offer them. When I get them, I will let you know and you can offer them at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Does Mr. Carroll visit with the children?
When he can come down here.
Okay. And when he comes down there, did you say, does he live in Hardin County?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What county does he live in?
Oh, I'm not sure the name of the county.
Grayson County.
And
Mr.
does he
Carroll,
come down? Does he come down?
Stop.
Yes.
Stop. Mr. Carroll, don't answer any questions yet, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir. I apologize.
She's trying to ask questions of Miss Jones, and when it's your turn, we'll call you, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir. I apologize.
That's okay. It's not your fault.
May I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Miss Jones, does he come down regularly, very often?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And when was the last time that he visited with the children?
I believe it was May.
So about a month ago or so?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And does he take the children off and visit with them by himself?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And do you have safety concerns about Mr. Carroll with your address being placed in the court order and everything?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Carroll visiting with the children?
No, ma'am.
So you would be okay if the judge set weekend visitation and alternating holidays?
Well, it would all depend, honestly. If it was just him by himself, it would be fine.
Okay. Is there a concern with someone else?
Just his parents. I don't want my kids around his parents.
Okay. What is the concern with his parents?
They are drug abusers and would not be capable of being in the presence of my children.
Do you know if Mr. Carroll has any other minor children?
No, ma'am.
He does not.
No, ma'am.
How is your how are your children covered for health insurance?
Medicaid.
Your Honor, I would pass this witness. Have you gotten the acknowledgements of
I do.
paternity?
I haven't.
Your Honor, may I offer the acknowledgements of paternity as exhibits A and B?
Yes.
And I do have something that I realized I didn't ask Ms. Jones, if I might.
Go ahead.
Ms. Jones, are you requesting back child support?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, I pass that witness.
Ms. Jones, I've just placed on the screen a copy of the alleged acknowledgement of paternity for the child Corbin. Is it okay if I look at this acknowledgement?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Carroll, is it okay if I look at this acknowledgement for Corbin?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, y'all. Ms. Jones, I've now just placed on the screen a copy of the acknowledgement for Cole. Is it okay if I look at his acknowledgement? Thank
Yes, sir.
you. Same question, Mr. Carroll. Can I look at Cole's acknowledgement?
Yes, sir.
States Exhibit B is admitted into evidence. Call your next one.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I would call Mr. Carroll. Will you please state your name?
Freddie Carroll.
And Mr. Carroll, you are Cole's and Corbin's dad, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said you live in Grayson County?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other minor children?
No, ma'am.
Are you working?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And,
I have the
and
day
where do you work?
at ACS Manufacturing. It's in Denison, Texas.
Did you just start working there? Or?
I've been there for about 3 months now or
Okay.
so.
Now, do you get paid by the hour?
I do.
Do you know how much you make an hour?
Yes, ma'am. I make $15 an hour with a $3 incentive.
How much?
15 an hour with a $3 incentive, basically for an attendance. So it's like 18. But I also travel, and so when I'm traveling, I think I make 20.
So do you work 40 hours a week?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you work more than 40 hours a week?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that regular that you work a lot of overtime, or just how much overtime do you think you average?
Okay, so I work 4 10s, then 1 8, and then 1 6. So that is 52-ish hours or so, I think, on a regular basis.
And for the hours over 40, you get time and a half?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have insurance available to you for the children?
Yes, ma'am, I do. And they were placed. I have a life insurance policy for them, and then something else regarding critical illness for them as well. But it is available, and I can't.
Okay. So do you know how much it would cost to put the children on health insurance?
No, ma'am, I do not. Not at the time. Not right now.
Do you have dental?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how much it would cost you to put dental on the children?
I do not. Not to add, so.
And you come down to visit the children here?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Now, you've heard that Ms. Jones's concerns. Do you have concerns with your parents being around the children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. So you are in agreement with her?
Yes, ma'am.
But other than that, you'd be okay with taking them for weekends and holidays, alternating and time in the summer?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I would pass this witness.
Call your next witness.
Your Honor, I have no further witnesses.
Ms. Jones, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jones, do you think there's anything else about this case that I need to know before I make a ruling?
No, sir, not that I'm aware of.
No, I like your concerns about the drugs, and I'm glad that Mr. Carroll agreed with that, okay?
Yep.
All right. Mr. Carroll, is there anything else that you think I need to know about this case before I make a ruling?
No, sir.
All right, the court's gonna find the court has jurisdiction. Court's gonna find based on the testimony of the party that is certainly in the children's best interest to name the parties as joint managed conservators, with Ms. Jones as the party responsible for establishing the primary residence of the children. Mr. Carroll will have visitation at any and all times mutually agreed to by the parties. If no mutual agreement, then at least standard possession order. At no time are the children to be exposed to people using illegal drugs. That will be in the main body of the court order, Ms. Brown-Zito. I'm going to order Ms. Jones to maintain the health insurance on the children at this time. And Mr. Carroll is going to pay child support according to the wage information that he gave me. Wages in this case will be set at $640 a month for child support, $100 a month for medical support. There is no variance in that, Ms. Brown-Zito. That is set according to the guidelines as I see them. Both
Yes,
payments will begin July the 1st of 2023. There will be no retroactive child support. Any request for non-disclosure is denied. The court costs will be paid by Mr. Carroll, but I will give him until December the 31st of 2023 to pay my court costs. Does that take care of all the issues before me regarding the suit filed by the AG's office today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Jones and Mr. Carroll, what's going to happen now is the AG's office is going to send me a court order. As long as it matches what I said here today, I'm going to sign it and get it back to them. Then they're going to make a copy of it and send it to each of you, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Jones, do you have any questions about my ruling?
No, sir.
Mr. Carroll, do you have any questions about my ruling?
No, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you both being here today. I'm glad that I got to deal with a couple of good parents today.
Well, guys, what did you think about that case? I think the dad seemed really excited about getting to see the kids more, and the mom and dad agreed on the most important issue, and Judge Webster was happy about that as well. No grandparents around if they're doing drugs. Anyways, guys, please let me know what you thought of this case down below. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And don't be a dick. Give the like a click. Bye.